Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Luminous Healing Lounge. So, I am here every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And what today is all about, or the Luminous Healing Lounge is all about, is introduction to light language. So, if you can put in the comments below and say hi. I would love to see where you are calling from. So, in the meantime, while we wait for people, for the comments to come in, what can I do? What I'm going to do is, let's see, what do I have here? Okay. What I am going to do is, I am going to, okay, this is what I'll do. As we're waiting for people to hop on, this is what I'll do. So, what I'll do is I will do an introduction to today's Luminous Healing Lounge in Light Language. Hi, Leslie. Hey, hey. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do while we wait for people to come on. Okay, so maybe you can just feel into it, because light language is not something that you try to understand with your mind. So we're actually using different parts of our muscles to understand light language. And at the same time, light language is not, there are basically three different types of light language, so to speak, main types of light language. Hi, Sharon. So one is it can purely be messages that comes through. So this is something that people don't talk about, right? What I'm about to tell you. So the second type of light language that comes through is it could be purely healing vibration. So there's absolutely no messages. The third type is that, hey, Matthew, the third type of light language is that it could just be sounds, noise. Right. And of course, it could be a combination of all three as well. So often I get questions like people would say, oh, I wish I could understand what they're saying. But the key to that is first, you have to be able to recognize whether or not there is actually a message. Okay, so I do have a program where I go through that with you and actually will show you how to determine whether or not there are messages, and if so, how to actually tap into that. So, as opposed to just tapping it, like just being frustrated, with yourself and going, oh, I wish I understand what they're saying, but maybe there are no messages. Right. And at the same time, the way the messages that you actually decipher or try to translate them into human words is it's not the same way as you would when you are trying to translate a new language, so to speak. Okay, so that is something very, very different. So oh dear, it's getting deep. Matthew. We're just starting, Matthew. Hey, Jenny. Hi there. Yeah, so so there are basically three types. But yeah, let's just have some fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use light language to welcome all of you guys. Okay, and to basically introduce this the Luminous Healing Lounge. And you can just feel into it. Again, it's not using your brain, it's not using your mind to try to go, what is she saying? Because I'm telling you now, there is a message. Okay, so it's not using your brain, but rather we use different types of muscles, so to speak, when we try to tap into the meaning of or the message behind the light language. Okay, so the way you do it is you simply just tap into your stronger innate abilities. I wanted to say clairs, but it's also clear. So stronger, clear. The strongest clear, what your natural clear is. You lean into your natural clear, you lean into your natural innate abilities. So this is why I like to use innate as opposed to psychic abilities, because innate abilities, we truly all have them. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to tap into it or not. And the word psychic abilities, the word psychic, I keep on using these quotes, air quotes, is because the word psychic has a gatekeeping vibe to it. Meaning, if people hear it, they'll be like, oh, I'm no psychic. What are you talking about? I have no psychic abilities. So as soon as they hear it, they'll be turned off. But whereas what I'm here to do, because everything I do is aligned to my current soul purposes, and one of them is to help you awaken to who you truly are, and to also normalize light language, because we can all speak it. And I'll tell you more about it after all this. And also to also normalize our innate or psychic abilities as well, because again, we all have one sort or another. We can tap into it if we wish. Okay. And for both light language and innate abilities, both are, if you wish to tap in, you absolutely can. Okay. All right. Let me just look at this. Hey, Christy. Yeah, for some reason, I can't see everybody's comments. I'm so sorry. It's whatever it is StreamYard shows me. So you can do that. Telepathic. Yes. Okay. Amazing. Awesome. Awesome, Matthew. Okay, so let's have some fun. I'm going to introduce the Luminous Healing Lounge in light language. Okay, so just tap into your innate abilities and see what you get. See what you maybe see in your inner vision. Do you see colors? Do you maybe see different images when I am speaking in light language, doing the transmission? Or maybe perhaps you hear with your inner ears, maybe a message, some words, or you see colors, or maybe you just know, or maybe you have a feeling, whenever it is I'm transmitting, you have this feeling of, ooh, this warm feeling, this whatever feeling, so on and so forth. Because it happens in a few stages, meaning once you actually perceive everything, you hear, listen to the download, the transmission, you then basically receive everything internally, right? Using your various innate abilities, and then you translate it back into English. Okay, so some people will be really good at it because some people are just really good at articulating what they're thinking, how they feel, what they see, visualize, whatever, while others, it will take some practice. Okay, so let's have some fun. All right. Pratara chigritara takara tukurudoro tarara chigritara parara chigrito tarara bitara takarata chigritora takarata chigrita tarara bitara takarata tar chukurudoro dokoro bitara takarata chigritara chigritora rapa chigritara tara chigrita takara bitara takarata chigritara tara chigrita tukarara chigritara takara bitara takarata tara tara chigritora tara parara chigrita tuttura tara chigritoro bitara takarata pitara takarata takarata chigritara takarata tukurururu pitara tarata chigrita titirutora tarata tara chigrita pitara takarata tara chigrita pita turuturu pitara takarata takarata. How was that like for all of you? What messages did you get? Hi, Maria from Slovenia. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Christy. Hi there. You're ready. Awesome, Matthew. Yeah, so what did you get? So while I wait for the comments to come in, let's talk about light language. Okay, so an introduction. Now, before I actually even start with light language, because I am really passionate about it, Maybe you're asking yourself, perhaps some of you might be asking yourself, why? What's the big deal? Why do I even want to tap into this? Why do I want to know this? Why do I want to so called learn it? Okay, so let me ask you something. Have you ever experienced, maybe when you're young and um, wanted you wanted to play with your parents, but they're super, super busy because they're making a living, so they have no time for you. So every time you try to ask them, "Oh, mommy, mommy, can you play with me?" And she's like, "Oh, no, not right now. No, I'm too tired." Or, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, can you play with me?" "No, not today. I am working." Okay. So after a little while, maybe perhaps um, you then have siblings, maybe, and then you and your siblings are maybe competing for their attention, right? Then perhaps it got into some sibling rivalry. Okay. And then as you move on, perhaps you've experienced bullying, and then maybe relationships or different kinds of relationships. Maybe perhaps you've experienced not being loved enough, and perhaps you've experienced betrayal or verbal and physical abuse, and so on and so forth. So basically, my question to you is, if you have experienced any negative emotions, which generally speaking, if we're humans, we would be experiencing, or we have experienced one sort of negative emotions or another, then most likely those emotions are stored in our body, in our cells, if we are not consciously aware of that. If we are not consciously releasing those negative emotions and working on releasing those negative emotions. Okay. So if that is the case, then generally speaking, there may be situations that you feel like right now, for example, where maybe perhaps you might be wondering, ooh, why am I so short with my kids? Or, ooh, why did I just go off on that stranger or the cashier? Or maybe you have road rage, right? Or maybe even you feel, oh, why is there, it feels like there's an invisible block that's blocking me from getting what it is I want. Or you're just super exhausted, right? Super exhausted, not motivated at all. And, or maybe you have pain here, pain there. You go to the doctors, did all the tests, and they still came back and said, we're actually not really sure what's wrong. Okay, maybe you can try this medication, that medication, this medication, that medication. Okay, so if you have experienced any of those, this is when light language come in. In addition to that, in addition, there's one more. Maybe perhaps you're in your life where you're questioning your reality. You're going, is this what life is all about? Or what is my purpose? I'm looking for meaning in my life, right? So if you have experienced any of those, then light language would be super helpful. Why? Why would it be super helpful? Okay, so light language is basically a vibration of any living thing. If it's a living thing, then there is a frequency. If there's a frequency, there is a vibration. And if there is a vibration, there is a sound. Even if our ears cannot hear it, there is a sound. Okay, so because of that, all of us, because we're all living things, we have a vibration, we have a sound. So that's why light language is also known as soul dialect, language of the divine, universal languages, language of the heart. as well as galactic dialects, and also speaking in tongues. Perhaps you have heard of speaking in tongues, but that actually has more of a religious connotation to it, whereas light language, it does not whatsoever. Okay, it's basically about your own consciousness. It's about your soul, your vibration of your soul. Okay, so that is why all of us can speak it if we wish. And again, why? Okay, so now we can speak it. Okay, great. How do we learn it? It's not learned, it is actually activated. What does that mean? Okay, so it's not like a foreign language where you actually will learn like the way you would learn Italian or Chinese or Indian. But whereas it is actually something that you are activated within you, because as I said, all of us can speak it. Okay, all of us, especially if you wish to tap into it. Okay, and if you wish to do so in this lifetime. So then you may wonder, okay, great, I can tap. So then okay, then what is the big deal again? Okay, so basically, it is actually the fastest way for you to tap into who you truly are, because you can tap into your soul, you can tap into your soul essence, you can tap into your soul purpose, even. Okay, and once you do that, you can actually quickly raise your vibration. It is one of the fastest ways that I know of that you can raise your vibration. So if you're in a foul mood, for maybe a reason you know, or for a reason you don't know, bring in your soul dialect, bring in the light language. Okay, you will be uplifted. Your frequency, your vibration will increase, or it'll vibrate. You'll be vibrating at a higher frequency fairly quickly. Okay, so that's the second reason. The third reason is, in my opinion, it is one of the quickest, fastest healing modalities out there that I know, especially my quantum light language healing modality that I have created, because it is multifaceted, multi-layered. We're not just working with one type, one layer, or one type of healing. We're actually working on it at many different layers, many different levels. Okay, so that is one of the fastest healing modality, and plus it is going directly to your soul, to your cells. That's why it's one of the fastest. Okay, so those are the three main reasons why perhaps you would like to tap in to your soul dialect. Okay, so I'm just gonna read the comments and hi Tristan. No negativity. That's the goal, right, Matthew? I know, right? The truth of the matter is, once you raise your consciousness, once you tap into your light language, you actually will raise your consciousness level. And once you do that, you will find that you will still have all the 3D stuff, like, because we're in the 3D reality. So meaning your life will still have the ups and downs, ups and downs. That's just the way this dense reality is. However, if your consciousness has risen, then you will be viewing things at a different perspective. So when you actually experience any of the negativity, it wouldn't be so dramatic. Like, you'll look at it from a different perspective and it truly wouldn't bother you. And sometimes, like, it wouldn't bother you as much, and sometimes it actually won't even bother you at all. So yeah, it's interesting. Oh dear. Now I'm speaking your language. Awesome, Matthew. You're so curious. Yes, we are absolutely all connected. Okay, so then you may wonder, okay, great. I am ready. I want to be activated. How do I do that? Okay, so there are actually 4 or 5 ways. Okay, so there is one way, which is called the unconscious, unconscious activation, and the other 3 or 4 ways is conscious activation. Okay, so the unconscious one is literally one day you wake up and you go and you start speaking. You're like, whoa, what is that? Where'd that come from? What am I saying? Okay, so literally, you would just wake up one day, you would just start speaking whatever. Okay, so that is a unconscious way of activating your light language. Okay, so the other ways are consciously activating your light language. So what are they? One way is you can literally listen to other channelers, right? And see, but listen to the ones that you're actually resonate with you. Always trust your own guidance, inner guidance, because sometimes, let me just explain the misguidedness of the word light language, the 2 words, light language, is that not everything is of the light. The first word to light language is light, right? Light language. Not everything is of the light. What do I mean by that? It means sometimes when you listen to light language, you may feel like there's something off about it. Like your inner being is just going, I don't know, that's weird. I, I just don't want to listen to it, right? So if that is the case, then definitely listen to your inner guidance. Listen to your inner guidance and just simply just scroll away. You no need to analyze, because when your inner guidance is basically telling you, that is basically guiding you and saying that the channeler doesn't have whatever it is that they're channeling is not for your current highest good. That is the most accurate way of explaining that, as opposed to saying, oh, that's evil. That's the, no, no, no. No need to place your energy on any of that, because where your thoughts go, energy flows. So there is no need to put in extra energy on things that we don't, doesn't serve us, right? So simply just go, oh, okay, listen to your inner guidance, scroll away. That's how you need to do. Okay, so once you find a channeler that you're actually resonate with, then you stay there, listen to the download, the channeling, the transmission, the vibrations coming through. See if you can actually mimic it. See if you can bring in the vibration and start mimicking it. Because I have people telling me, saying, oh, I listened to you and I started to copy what you're saying, but I don't know if that's just copying you or like, am I really saying it? The thing is, it's really hard to copy me. Copy what it is that I'm saying. So if you can do it, you are speaking it. Okay. And so give that a shot. Okay, so that's one way of consciously activating your light language or soul dialect. The second way is actually to, actually, before I go any further, there are actually various types of light language available, not just vocal. Okay, there's also hand gestures, like what you'll often see me do. And there's also written light codes that comes through, and as well as body movement that is basically looks like dance. Okay, or it can come through in art form, okay, in your artwork. So there are many various types of light language transmissions. Okay, so what I've just shared with you, the second way, which is listen to other people transmitting their transmissions, other channelers' transmissions, and try to articulate it. So that is the articulation, one type of way to bring through the channeling is articulation. So that's what you can do. Another way is actually it comes through songs, right? So for example, uh, yeah, so for example, okay, let's see. Charlene, thanks for speaking on this topic. I'll check back to hear the rest. Oh, okay, so nice. Okay, so basically, another type is you can try to do that by singing it, because often you can also bring through light codes by singing and by chanting. So how do you actually try to activate it through those ways? So what you could do is okay. Uh, Tamra says, please sing for us. Okay. Actually, you know what? I will, but it's actually going to be something simple like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay. Because I'm going to demonstrate how you guys can use it from your end. So basically, what you do is you will choose a tune that you like, your favorite song, right? But instead of using the lyric, instead of using the lyric that goes with the actual song, replace it with any sounds. So it'll go something like this. Okay, so you can start off with single syllables. Okay, so you can start off by something like okay, you can start off by something like this. Okay, so again, it's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You can even use it. You can even do that right now, okay, on your end. Please do participate. Okay, so Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So, because most of us probably know that tune. So let's just start off with do and fill it in with do. Do, 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 do. After a while, you'll be like, okay, that's boring. La 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 la. Okay, after a while, that's boring too. Then how about do la? Do la do la do do la do do la 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 do. Okay, so actually do that. I always say minimum of 5 minutes, because what happens is that when you do that for a minimum of 5 minutes, then you'll notice that your monkey mind, your brain, gets out of the way, because they're like, okay, it's kind of getting boring. So your mind will get out of the way. And it's actually even good if you're doing something else. Like just say you're washing dishes, or you're sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, then you can actually relax. Your soul can come out and play, literally. This is where you have to be fun. I mean, you have to bring out the inner child, right? Bring your inner child out when you try to activate your own light language. Okay. So then you'll notice that after a while, play around with the melody, right? And it can go something like this, and add whatever else it is to it, different sounds to it, right? Because you'll notice that after a little while, when your brain gets out of the way and stop judging you, you will stop thinking about, ooh, what is the next sound I should make? What is the next syllable I should replace it with? You'll notice that you'll stop thinking that way. Okay, that's when it will just flow nicely. So it'll sound something like this. Do, okay, I'm going to use do and la just to give you an example. Okay, I'm going to sing it maybe a couple of times just to show you an example. Do 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 la 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 do la 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 do 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 la do la 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 di di da do 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 da 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 di ba da 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 chiquita do ro do ro di 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 da ba da 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 chiquita do do de do do la 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 de ba la la di di do 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 de ba da 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 di di da 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 chiquita da da chiquita do ba da da chiquita do 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 do. For example, okay. So that's what I mean by do it for a minimum of 5 minutes, because you'll notice that after a while, your brain will literally get out of the way and you're able to play and have fun. Okay, so that is the third way. The fourth way is tuning. Again, pick a certain syllable, sound, doesn't matter. And then just stay with that syllable or stay with that sound, stay with that tone, because toning is also a type of light language. It could be either angelic if it's higher tones, or it could even be seraphim as well. Okay. So, for example, you can go, as an example. Again, minimum 5 minutes. Do that minimum 5 minutes. Okay. How many is that already? I kind of lost my count. Lost count. Let's just say that is the fourth, I think. Okay, so another way is what you can do is, again, put on your favorite song. Okay, and this time you can start pretending you're a conductor, right? As I said, it's important for you to play, right? No judgment, no judgment, like what Matthew said, no judgment. Play. Okay, so do not judge yourself. Do not see what it is coming through, whatever. Just have fun, right? Bring your inner child out. So you'll notice that when you actually listen to a song, again, your favorite songs, a song that is slower, you'll notice that your hand movement, because you're a conductor, right? You know how conductors are really into it. You'll notice that your hand movement is slower if it's a slower song, right? And if it's a fast song or the song is faster, you'll notice that your hand movement might be faster. Or maybe it's something that is louder and faster beat. You notice that your hand movement is kind of like that, or maybe softer, gentler sound. It'll be your movement, your hand movement will be different, right? Your body movement will be different. Okay, so those are all ways to try to activate that within you. And of course, the last way to activate your light language is to get someone like me, an activator, light language activator like me, to help you. And that is definitely the fastest way. So I'll explain to you how I do it, because everybody does it differently. But the way during my light language activation session or soul dialect activation session is I will tap into your energy, connect with your higher self. Then I will basically get the guidance from your higher self to see where it is that you have blockages that is stopping you from articulating or even activating your light language. Then I will bring through the light codes to actually activate your remembrance. And during our session, there will also be a time at the end where you can practice articulating your light language, because during our session, I focus on articulation, because if you wish to practice, not everybody wish to do so, but if you wish, I would like to make sure that before you get off our session, you feel comfortable bringing through the vibration yourself so that you can start articulating your soul dialect on your own. Okay, so that definitely, honestly, is the fastest way. And that's how I got activated, actually. Okay, so let's see. Let me know if you guys have any questions so far. Hi, LinkedIn user. Oh, okay. Hi, Sharon. Play every day. Yeah, absolutely, right? Hi, LinkedIn user. Sorry, I can't see who you are. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. And In the meantime, what I'm going to do is what I usually have been doing in the past is that I have been giving away for anyone that is able to tap into the correct answer to my question, then you will be winning. So for today, you will be winning a personalized group session to remove your current blockages that is stopping you from tapping into your soul purpose. Okay, so that session will happen at the end of the month. So if you're able to tap in to that, to the correct response, then you win it. And so are you ready? Okay, so what it will be is the way that, again, everything that I do is extremely intentional, and everything I do is aligned to my current soul purposes, and that is to raise the vibration of humanity, to heal the collective, and to help you awaken to your abundance and to who you truly are. Right? And I do that by normalizing light language, which is basically also soul dialect, as well as normalizing innate or so-called psychic abilities, because we all have it, just a matter of whether or not you want to tap in, just like light language. So what I'm going to do is I will be holding an object like so, and I'd like you to tap into it to see if you can get the correct answer. So this is a way to tap into and practice your innate or so-called psychic abilities. So what you do is allow it to come to you. Don't chase it, meaning don't come to it. Don't come to my don't come to don't come to the the palm of my hand. Don't come to it. Allow it to come to you. Okay, and what do you perhaps see in your mind's eye? Maybe you see a color, maybe you see an image. Perhaps you hear something. Maybe you hear a word or a description. Or maybe you just know what it is. And maybe perhaps describe it. How does it feel like? Is it hard? Is it soft? Is it smooth? Is it rough? What color is it? And generally speaking, whatever it is that came to you first is probably the correct answer. So, what am I holding right now? And I will give you all 2 minutes to tap in. Again, do you feel, sense? What do you feel and sense? What do you see in your mind's eye? Maybe it's just a knowing. You just know it might be this or that. What color is it? Is it hard or is it soft? Is it smooth or is it rough? One more minute. For those that have just joined, basically, you have an opportunity to win a personalized group clearing session with me if you're able to tap into the correct response to what is in my hand. What am I holding? And for those of you that wish to actually have a chance to win an actual personalized healing session with me, a personalized group healing session with me, you have the chance to win that in my Sacred Space for Healing membership at the bottom below. That's something I just started, literally. I was called to start that, and I just started it. So right now, if you join, it will still be the founder price of only $9 a month. And in there, I will be helping you clear the various dense energies that you have. And I will be using the way that I approach things, the way that I help you and empower you to transform from inside out by using energy, which is quantum light language healing in my case, as well as I will be sharing powerful mindset tools for you to work on. So right now, we are working on self-love, because that is the most important thing to master. So that's what we're doing. So if you're interested in it, check it out. Sacred Space for Healing, only $9 a month right now. You will have the founder's price. And that's what that means, is that if the price goes up, not if, when, because it will go up. When the price goes up, it will not affect you. And in addition to that, once you're a member, you also get 33% off in my programs and my sessions, my private sessions, as well as my jewelry, my handmade jewelry, my products. So have a look. Go check it out if you're interested. Okay, so let's check out the comments and see what people have. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Dave. Oh, no, a quiz. A key. Okay. Sarah, I feel a ruin or maybe a crystal. I feel amethyst around you, but maybe it's that. Okay. And then Dave said, how do we grab the links? Do you mean the link for the school, what I just shared? As in the school.com Sacred Space for Healing? Is that what you mean? If so, let me know, and I will let me know if that is your question when you say grab the links. Dave. Okay. Because if that is the case, I can include it as a comment in this event. So it's a lot easier for you to grab the links. Yes. Okay. That is what you mean. Okay. So I will include it as a comment then. Okay. All right. Okay. So, ready? Okay. I'm going to count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big reveal. It's coming up. Okay, just a heads up. If nobody wins, then nobody wins, okay? Meaning, like, if nobody gets it right, then nobody wins, okay? All right. Ready? This is not an easy one. It's a little perfume bottle with perfume in it. Okay. That's what I was holding. All right. Okay. Hi, smartphone. You're so welcome, Dave. You're so welcome. Okay. Let me think. You know what? I'm just going to do a collective healing anyways. Okay. So, a key to me looked like a key to you. Yeah. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to do a collective healing. Hi, Ernie. Hello. Hello. I just got your book in the email. Oh, awesome. I'm so excited. Please let me know how you what your thoughts are about my book, Smartphone. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear it. Okay. Because so far the feedback that I've received were that they said the light codes are actually quite powerful. The dragon codes are really powerful. They can feel it. Even like as soon as they received the book, they didn't even open it. They're like, whoa, it's very powerful. Because on the cover itself, I don't have it here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go get it. Okay, so basically on the cover itself, these are all light codes. This is what I've done. Light codes of the dragon eye, of a void dragon. And the feedback I got was as soon as they received it, they opened their package and they're like, whoa, wow, so powerful. Yeah. So Ernie says, oh, yes, please, going through a difficult moment, dealing with trust lies from others. Okay. Yeah, so this book is not a regular book, like meaning it's not a regular book that you read. In fact, it is actually a more like an experiential book. But in fact, in addition to that, it's actually I would say it's actually a healing session, not even a healing session, because not just one time, it's more like a healing journey in a book format. Okay. Because in here it has written light codes and it explained to you how to use it. Right. And afterwards, there's an area where you can actually journal your experience, which is extremely, extremely important. And I've pulled a container for I would say most of this series. It's a 48 book series. So this is the first one. So I am holding a sacred container of 111 pages. So that's why if you open the book and you'll be like, oh, and let me just back up a little bit for those people that are new to this book, meaning that's the first time you actually saw it. I've actually channeled basically light codes from this dragon deck by Gayatri Singh. Okay, so each card in her deck, I've actually sat with it for, I would say, minimum of a day. Okay, and sometimes definitely more than that. And I would download these light codes, these powerful clearing and activation light codes. And then I was told to put in a book format. So that's why some of these books, they will have, let's just say 15 pages of light codes, written light codes, and others, they may have 88 pages. Okay. But perhaps for the ones that has more like 88 pages, I may need to extend the container beyond 111 pages. But for most of them, the container would be 111 pages. That's why, let's just say if this book has, I don't know, 20, 30 pages worth of written light codes or whatever. And then at the end, you'll see all these blank, not really blank because it still has light codes on it, right? So these pages where you can actually write down your experience and what, as you're working with the light codes, your experiences, right? You'll be like, whoa, how come there are way more pages of space for me to journal than actual light codes? Is this a journal? No, it's not a journal. It is absolutely not a journal. It's literally a healing journey in a book format. Healing journey in a book format. So I've, again, intentionally designed this book this way so that there is a section for you to use pen or use a writing instrument on paper intentionally so that you can actually that exercise is part of your healing process. Okay, and after a while, you never know, you might start to write light codes, because for humans, if we don't understand what's coming out when we hear something we don't understand, we'll say, oh, gibberish, but maybe it's soul dialect or light language. If we're writing something that we don't understand, well, we're like, scribbles. Scribbles. But no, they're powerful light codes, right? So you never know. You might be actually writing light codes in that journal area. Okay, so that's what that is for. So thank you, smartphone, for mentioning it. Thank you. I have gotten downloads from a dragon when I was meditating. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's, I have 6 minutes. Okay, so let's go back, and I'm just going to do a collective clearing for all of you before I hop off. So if you wish to receive, sit back, relax, and I will start soon. And some things to keep in mind is, if there is, again, do not analyze what I'm saying, because right now it's not going to be messages. Like I'm telling you now, there are no messages, unless, of course, if there are, I'll translate it. But I will be bringing through healing light codes, clearing light codes for you, clearing vibrations. And so do not try to analyze it. Instead, feel into it. See how it makes you feel. And if you happen to have any physical release sensations, such as burping, yawning, coughing, hiccuping, even crying or laughing, please do so. Because once you do that, then I'm able to bring in the light codes to replace those areas that you just made room. And please come back and listen to this recording as often as you're intuitively guided. Okay, and that works with all of my transmissions. Okay, because I'm here to empower you to rely on yourself. Okay, so listen to your internal guidance. If your internal guidance says, I feel like coming back and listen to that again, please do. Or even several times, please do. Or even you're going through my videos on my, like in my YouTube channel, and I'm starting to post on LinkedIn, and there's some in Facebook as well, but YouTube is all there. Again, go through it and see what actually resonate with you. Maybe if there's one you want to stop and go, I have a feeling I need to listen to this. Do so. Listen to your internal guidance. Okay. All right. So now sit back, relax, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. Pitara takarata takarata tarajigritara tarata tarajigritara tarata karata tarajigritara tarata rajigrita kararajigrita kararajigrito koro. Pitara takarata takarata. Pitara takarata rata rajigritara tarata karata rajigritara takarata takarata tarata rajigrita koro. Pitara takarata tarata tarajigritara takarata rajigritara takarata rajigrita kararajigrita koro. Pitaro to koro to rata karata rajigrita tarata parata rajigrita takarata rajigrita karata rajigrita takarata. Pitara tarajigrita rata rajigrita tarajigrita tarajigrita takarata rajigrita karata rajigrita. Pitara takarata takarata rajigrita rata rajigrita tarajigrita takarata rajigrita rajigrita karata. Pitara takarata 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 tarajigrito rata karata rajigrita rata rajigrita karata rajigrito koro. Pitara tarata rajigrita tarata karata rajigrita tarata rajigrita karata rajigrita karata rajigrita koro. Pitara tarata karata rajigrita rata rajigrita rajigrita tarata karata rajigrita tarata karata koro. Pitara tarata rajigrita 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 tarata rajigrita rajigrita tarata rajigrita rajigrita rajigrita. Pitara takarata ratara. Pitara tara rajigrita 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 tarata rajigrita rajigrita takarata. Pitara tara rajigrita 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 tarara. Pitara rajigrita rajigrita rajigrito rajigrita tarara rajigrita takarata rajigrita rajigrita. Pitara rajigrita rajigrita tarara rajigrita takarata rajigrita takarata. Pitara rajigrita 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 takarata. Pitara rajigrita rajigrito tarara rajigrita takarata. Pitara rajigrita 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 tarara. Pitara rajigrita rajigrita takarata. Pitara rajigrito tororo. Para rajigrita rajigrita rajigrita. Para rajigrita rajigrita rajigrita. Okay, now slowly come back to me and let me know how you feel. So while we wait for the comments to come in, what can we talk about? Okay, I'll talk about the book. Okay, so you can find this book on Amazon and you can just look up my name. It's spelled Lily, Lily Lee. And there should be 3 books that comes up that I've authored and co-authored. So come and check that out. And as well as this is not just for, this book is not just for the dragon lovers. It's actually for 4 types of people, this book. It's obvious that it's for dragon lovers, people that actually want to connect with the dragons, right? And it's also for people that love Gayatri's deck and would like to connect with those majestic beings further and work with them, right, too. 3, it's also for people that understands how powerful light language and light codes healing can be, and they're familiar with my quantum light language healing. Okay, 3. And the 4th type of people is if you're none of those at all whatsoever, if you actually happen to experience any negative emotions at all in your past, in the past, okay, and you have not consciously been releasing them, and you are starting to feel there are invisible, as if it's like invisible blocks that is stopping you from tapping into the career that you actually wanted, or the energy that you should be having, or your health, right? And the love of your life that you want to meet, or maybe other types of relationships that you actually connect with, friend groups, then this book is for you as well. Okay, so it's 4 types of people. Okay, and yeah, so check it out at on Amazon. Just search up Lily Lee, type in my name, Lily Lee, and Lily. Last name is Li, and there will be 3 books, and one of them is this. And I've been called to actually set up a membership to support this and to support the clearing and healing for humanity as well. And that is the school.com sacred space for healing, this thing that's scrolling at the bottom, which I will put the link in the comments in this event, I guess. Yeah, I'll put the link in the event so you can access it and check it out, because right now I literally just started maybe 10 days ago, 14 days ago. So it's still at the beginning stages. So it is only $9 a month right now, because you will be a founder. So you will be assisting me in shaping the membership. And right now we do have 2 monthly live events available there. And one of them is where we actually will sit with the book. It's kind of like a book club where we will actually talk about this book and share our experiences. And there will be, I'm pretty sure there will be some cool light codes that comes through where we can share with each other, dragon light codes coming through. And you can definitely observe. Yes, observe, and or you can participate. It's up to you, right? And of course, as well as there will be healing, energy healing, as well as one of the live sessions, and you will get a chance to win a personalized group healing session with me if because everything I do, I don't want you to just listen to what I'm saying. I want you to actually be productive and actually accomplish things. So there will be things that will help you to be accountable for the fun work that is available inside the membership as well. So if you accomplish those fun work, which will help you, not me, you're not doing the work for me, you're doing the work for you, then you definitely will get a chance to win that. Okay. And so there are definitely more coming, and I'm looking forward to that. Again, it's only $9 a month right now. And that basically means if the price goes up, it's not going to affect you. And I should say when the price goes up, not if. When the price goes up, it will not affect you. And some other benefits that you will receive is you will receive a 33% discount in my programs, as well as my sessions and products, as in jewelry products, because I do make handmade jewelry. That's how everything started for me. But that's another story for another day. Okay. So I'm going to read the comments. Smartphone says, very peaceful. Okay, great. Ernie says, that felt lovely. Soothing aura massage is what I felt. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. So welcome. And Sharon says, refreshed and relaxed. So glad. So glad. Okay. All right. And thank you all, everyone, so much for being here. And I always love hanging out with all of you and enjoy reading your comments and the interactions that I have with you. It's so much fun. And I will have another live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Thursdays. And that is the Abundance Activation and Quantum Light Language Healing with, Quantum Light. I was going to say with Lily Lee, and that's me. So the thing with that is that I'm actually planning to merge that event with today's event, because it will make a lot more sense for me. And plus that gives me more, free up more time for me to focus on the membership in the school community, SKOOL community, the sacred space for healing, because I find that that is a better way for me to support you, for me to support your transformation. right? Because I am able to help you in a smaller, much smaller container, and it's more focused. So if, again, if you're interested, go check it out. And thank you all, everyone. See you tomorrow, perhaps. Bye for now.